Activity 4. We will require a herb, two transparent polythene bags, and thread. Do this activity during daytime on a sunny day. Use a healthy, well-watered plant that has been growing in the sun. Enclose a leafy branch of the plant in a polythene cover and tie up its mouth as shown in figure 7.11. Tie up the mouth of another empty polythene cover and keep it also in the sun. After a few hours, observe the inner surface of the covers. What do you see? Are there any droplets of water? How do you think they got there? Don't forget to remove the polythene bag after the activity. Water comes out of leaves in the form of vapor by a process called transpiration. Plants release a lot of water into the air through this process. We will learn more about this in chapter 14. Why do we tie a cover around the leaves? Would we have seen the water evaporate if we had not tied a polythene cover? What makes the water appear on the polythene bag? In chapter 5, we noticed water changing into different forms in some of our activities. Can you think of these and name the process that makes water drops appear on the polythene cover? Leaves also have another function. Let us study this. Figure 7.11. What does the leaf do? Activity 5. We would require a leaf spirit, a beaker, test tube, burner, water, a watch glass, and iodine solution for this activity. Take a leaf in a test tube and pour spirit to completely immerse the leaf. Figure 7.12 shows what does the leaf contain. Page 57. Note, since the activity involves the use of spirit and heating, it is advised that it is demonstrated by the teacher in the class. Now, place the test tube in a beaker half filled with water. Heat the beaker till all the green color from the leaf comes out into the spirit in the test tube. Take out the leaf carefully and wash it in water. Place it on a watch glass and pour some iodine solution over it. Figure 7.12. What do you observe? Compare your observations with those done in Chapter 2. When you tested food for presence of different nutrients, does this mean that the leaf has starch in it? In Chapter 2, we saw that a slice of raw potato also shows the presence of starch. Potatoes get their starch from their leaves and store it. Leaves prepare their food in the presence of sunlight and a green-colored substance present in them. For this, they also use water and carbon dioxide. This process is called photosynthesis. Oxygen is given out in this process. The food prepared by leaves ultimately gets stored in different parts of plant. We have seen that the stem supplies leaf with water. The leaf uses the water to make food. The leaves also lose water through transpiration. How do the stem and leaves get water? That is where the roots come in. Seven point four. Root. Look at figure 7.13. Who do you think is watering their plant correctly? पहेली और बूझो. Why? Which part of the plant is in the soil? Let us learn more about this part from the following activities. Figure 7.13. Watering the plants. Activity 6. You would require 2 pots, some soil, khurpi for digging, blade or a pair of scissors, and water. This activity is to be done in groups of 4-5 students. Select 2 plants of the same kind from an open ground and dig them out with roots. Take care that their roots do not break. Plant one of them in pot A as shown in figure 7.14a. Cut off the roots from the other plant and plant it in pot B. As shown in figure 7.14b. Figure 7.14a, plant with roots, and figure 7.14b, without roots. Page 58. Water them regularly. Observe the plants after a week. Are both plants healthy? Both the plants are watered regularly, but one is without roots, isn't it? Does this activity help you understand an important function of the root? Let us do an activity to study another function of root. Activity 7. We would require seeds of gram and maize, cotton wool, katori, bowl, and some water. Take 2 katoris. Place some wet cotton in them. Put 3 or 4 seeds of gram in one and maize in the other. Keep the cotton wet by sprinkling water every day until the sprouts have grown into young plants. After a week, try to separate the young plants from the cotton. Figure 7.15. Was it easy to separate the cotton from the roots? Why? In Activity 6, we could not pull out the plants from the soil, right? We dug them out. This is because roots help in holding the plant firmly to the soil. They anchor the plant to the soil. You have seen that there are different kinds of stems and leaves. Do the roots also show a variety? Let us find out. Figure 7.15 shows young plants grown on cotton. Activity 8. Study figure 7.16a and B carefully. Now look at the roots of the gram plants you have pulled out from the cotton in the previous activity. Do they look like the roots shown in figure 7.16a or those in figure 7.16b? How about the roots of maize plant? Write gram or maize in the blank spaces in the figure after matching the roots with the figures. Figure 7.16a, roots of blank. Figure 7.16b, roots of blank. In what way are the roots of gram and maize similar? In what way are they different? There seem to be two different types of roots, isn't it? Are there also other types of roots? Let us find out. Activity 9. Go to an open ground where many wild plants are growing. Dig out a few. Wash the soil off the roots and observe them. Do you find that all of them have either the kind of roots shown in figure 7.17a or as in figure 7.17b? Page 59. For roots of the kind shown in figure 7.17a, the main root is called tap root. And the smaller roots are called lateral roots. Plants with roots as shown in figure 7.17b do not have a main root. All roots seem similar and these are called fibrous roots. Figure 7.17a, taproot and B, fibrous roots. Separate the plants you have collected into two groups. In Group A, put those that have tap roots and in Group B, those that have fibrous roots. Look at the leaves of the plants in Group A. What kind of venation do they have? What kind of venation do you see for plants of Group B? Do you notice that leaf venation and the type of roots in a plant are related in a very interesting way? In Table 7.2, can you match the type of leaf venation and the type of roots for some plants you have studied in all the activities so far? Bujo has a brilliant idea. If he wants to know what kind of roots a plant has, he need not pull it out. He just has to look at its leaves. Table 7.2. Types of roots and types of leaf venation. There are 3 columns: name of plant, type of leaf venation, and type of roots. Fill this table yourself according to your observation. We have learned that roots absorb water and minerals from the soil, and the stem conducts these to leaves and other parts of the plant. The leaves prepare food. This food travels through the stem and is stored in different parts of plant. We eat some of these as roots, like carrot, radish, sweet potato, turnip, and tapioca. We also eat many other parts of a plant where food is stored. Do you agree that stem is like a street with two-way traffic? Figure 7.18. Write the name of material that goes up in the stem and that which comes down. Figure 7.18 shows stem as two-way traffic street.